Google, Microsoft and Amazon are leaving Earth because these giant trillion-dollar companies feel like that Earth is too small for them, so they want something big, and that's why they are exploring space, the orbits. And you might be thinking that what is their purpose? Why they want something big as space? Well, they want to put AI data centers in the space. And trust me, I am not joking. Well, you might also wondering that why they even want to do something crazy like this, and how is it even going to be possible? Well, give me a few minutes and I will explain you this futuristic move and why and how they are going to accomplish it. So let's break it down. So imagine Earth at night, millions of servers glowing, running AI, apps, maps, literally everything, like basic tasks like we are watching something, a video on Netflix, or giving prompt to our chatbot, and then they are extracting that data and providing it to us. How these things are actually happening? These things are actually possible because of the data centers. These huge buildings that store and process all the data, and from there we can actually have these access to all the informations or literally everything we do. But here's the problem. Every year we create more data than the entire history of human before 2010. And we are in the era of AI, artificial intelligence, and AI eats data like a hungry beast. Whether it is large language models like ChatGPT, Google Gemini or Amazon's model, they all need insane amount of computing power. So what should these companies do? They should build more data centers, right? But building these data centers on Earth is quite challenging for these companies because on Earth we have limited resources like limited land, limited electricity, limited water. By the way, these data centers needs thousands of liters of water to avoid GPUs from melting so that the data center can run smoothly, and also it needs a lot of electricity to maintain the temperature and also to run these huge data centers which is spread in the acres of land. So you also need big spaces, plus you also need to make sure to protect these data centers from natural disasters like war, flood or earthquakes. But now imagine just the opposite of Earth, space. So when we think of a space, the first thing which comes to our mind is unlimited power via sunlight. It's 24/7, it's free, and also there is no atmosphere, like no weather, no rain, no clouds. So it's also escape the heats naturally. So you don't need water and electricity to maintain the temperature of these data centers. And I know it sounds so futuristic, but it solves the three biggest problems. First, as I said, power. You will get unlimited sunlight, and Google's CEO Sundar Pichai himself said,
"We one day have data centers in space so that we can better harness the energy from the sun. That is 100 trillion times more energy than what we produce in all of Earth today."
And number two is cooling. So space is naturally cold, so we don't need air conditioners and water. And trust me, there is a water crisis going on in USA because a lot of rivers and lakes already gone dry. In fact, a lot of citizens are also facing problem of not having water in their home.
This is our cold water pressure in the kitchen. This is where I fill up water for storage. Those are the things we have to fill up to flush the toilets.
So you can see the sediment from the data center. Wow, and that's just from the water coming out of your faucet.
Yeah, and this is what's in all the pipes.
So that's why these companies have to find a solution, and space sounds the best solution to all these crises and the other concerns which we have on Earth. And now number three, space. Space. We have infinite space in orbit, although there should be some concerns like we could not place two satellites very close, or there are some other technical terms which definitely these big companies will make sure to not go against those troubles. They will place these satellites while maintaining the safety regulations. But the benefit is that they will get infinite space as well, so there is no need of land. But here's the things get more interesting, because see, this is not a sci-fi, this is not rumor, because Google's CEO Sundar Pichai himself said that in 2027 they will rack some data centers into the satellite to place them into the orbits. So when I heard this news, I really find this fascinating that wow, in just 1 year time we are going to see this happen. And also it is already happening as I'm making this video and you're watching this video, because there is a company named Space Cloud. They already launched a satellite, and it's not just a normal satellite. They managed to put NVIDIA H100 GPU inside the satellite. And if you don't know, then H100 is like a Ferrari engine to AI. It's the chip that trains the most advanced AI models. So just imagine a super powerful AI chip floating in space, running tasks in vacuum, where the temperature goes from extreme heat to extreme cold. And yet it worked. Although it was just a prototype, but it's already more powerful than any computer has ever operated in space before. So in my opinion, this is the first baby step in the marathon that the whole tech world is preparing for. And with each successful experiment, we are getting one step closer to normalizing the space computing. And when I heard the statement of Sundar Pichai, then I studied this topic. Then I also find out that the Amazon's CEO Jeff Bezos also claimed the same thing, and both these CEOs look really confident that this is about to happen. As I said, this is already happening. There are a lot of other, trial phases going on. Well, if you want to go into more technical parts, then I will drop the link of the video where he said those things, so you can watch his video. And also there is a video made by YouTuber. He visited the headquarters of that company and he talked with CEO and some other senior members, and they also explained one thing. The main thing on which they are targeting is that to be able to make this thing, the whole process, affordable. And they are very confident that in the upcoming year, maybe 10 years or 15 years down the line, they will be able to bring down the cost, that building AI data centers in space is going to be more affordable than doing the same thing on planet Earth. So now I hope you understand why and how these companies are going to make such big moves and why we are going to have AI data centers in space. Let me know your thoughts, and also you can subscribe and like if you find this video enjoyable or valuable. Well, that's it from today's video. I will see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.